Hi, my name is Erica Skinner, and today I'm going to be showing you how to name covalent compounds. First of all, I'm going to go over what a covalent compound is. A covalent compound occurs when there is a bond between two nonmetals. The nonmetals on the periodic table are shown outlined in red. In this type of bond, the electrons are shared between the two atoms. Now I'm going to show you how to name these covalent compounds. There are 5 quick steps to do so. The first step is to start with the name of the first element. The second step is to use the IDE name of the second element. The third step is to use prefixes to show the number of atoms of each element. The fourth step is not to use mono in front of the first element. And the fifth step is to change AO and OO to just O. Now I have a few examples to show you how these steps work. Our first example is S2F2. Now we use the 5-step process. The first step is to start with the name of the first element, which is sulfur. The second step is to use the IDE name of the second element. Here I have provided the IDE names of some of the most common elements. For this example, the IDE name of fluorine is fluoride. The next step is to use the prefixes. Here is a list of all the prefixes that you should know. Since there's a subscript of 2 for both sulfur and fluoride, di should be included in front of both. So the name for S2F2 should be disulfur difluoride. Our second example is PCl5. Once again, we start with the element name of the first element, which is phosphorus. Second, we use the IDE name of the second element, which is chloride. Third, add the prefixes to both elements. Here's a quick refresher of the prefixes. Since there is only one atom of phosphorus, add mono to the front of phosphorus. But remember that you can't use mono on the first element, so you can simply cross off mono in front of phosphorus. Since there are 5 atoms of chlorine, add penta in front of chlorine. So the final name for PCl5 should be phosphorus pentachloride. Our third example is Cl2O7. First, start off with the element name of the first element, which is chlorine. Second, write the IDE name of the second element, which is oxide. Third, using the prefixes I showed you earlier, add di in front of chlorine and hepta in front of oxide. But remember that the fifth step is to change AO and OO to just O. So change the AO in heptaoxide to just O. This should give you heptoxide. The final name for Cl2O7 should be dichlorine heptoxide. Our fourth example is CO. First, write the element name of the first element, which is carbon. Second, use the IDE name of the second element, which is oxide. Using the prefixes from earlier, add mono to the front of carbon. But remember that the fourth step says that you cannot write mono in front of the first element, so cross it out. Since there's only one atom of oxygen, add mono in front of oxide. Once again, remember to replace OO with just O. The final name for CO should be carbon monoxide. Now it's time to practice. Using the 5-step process I have shown you, try and name each of these covalent compounds. Make sure to pause the video now. Now here are the answers to the practice problems. Check to see if you got them correct. Here are a few more practice problems. Try to write the formula of the compound after I give you its name. Be sure to pause the video now. Now check to see if you got the correct answers.